p.m. and today is the 22nd of April 2024. The news in English read to you by ASABA, PRISCILLA. Now the detail. President Yoweri Museveni has named Dr. Rosemary Kusaba as the substantive executive director of Mulago National Referral Hospital. She replaces Dr. Baterana Yaruhanga, who was in March 2022 arrested by the State House Health Monitoring Unit on allegations of mismanagement of the National Referral Hospital. His successor has since been serving in the position as acting boss. Dr. Rosemary, who previously served as deputy director of the hospital, is a seasoned consultant radiologist. During her tenure as deputy executive director, Dr. Byanyima spearheaded numerous initiatives aimed at improving the operational efficiency and patient care quality at Mulago. Local leaders and residents in Kangai, a town about 37 kilometers from Dokolo, are urging the government to develop the historic sites where Kabaka Mwanga and Mukama Kabalega were captured by British imperialists in 1899. These sites, which are only about 1 kilometer apart, have been largely neglected and overgrown with vegetation, prompting calls for redevelopment to boost tourism and local revenue. The sites, which commemorate a pivotal moment in Uganda's history, currently sit on land that has seen little to no development over the past decade. Local leaders believe that investing in these locations could attract tourists and create job opportunities for the surrounding communities. Dennis Amar, the LOC3 chairperson for Kangai Town Council, says that the site remains bush despite its historical significance. He notes that currently the only revenue the town council receives is from schools visiting the site, with each learner paying at least 2,500 shillings. Patrick Okwer Angulo, the teacher of Kangai Secondary School, where one of the sites is located, says that despite early commitments from the Ministry of Tourism to develop the sites, progress has been slow. Baraka Kech, the resident district commissioner for Dokolo district, echoes the sentiments of the local leaders, advocating for the reconstruction of the sites with modern facilities to make them more attractive to tourists. She stresses that developing these historic locations would not only preserve an important part of Uganda's history, but also bring economic benefits to the local community. Local leaders believe that with the proper investment, the sites could become a significant tourist attraction, providing a new source of income for the district while honoring the legacy of Kabaka Mwanga and Omukama Kabalega. Moving on, oil enumerators in this year's national census are to undergo an oath of secrecy. This will be done as an extra measure to deter leakage of confidential information about respondents during the census. Uganda Bureau of Statistics Executive Director Dr. Chris Mukiza says all enumerators will swear an oath of secrecy before a magistrate. According to him, anyone who goes against the oath to leak information will be prosecuted and could face up to 2 years in jail. He says that the Uganda Bureau of Statistics Act compels him or any bureau staff not to publish any confidential information. According to him, all census information will be encrypted, making it difficult for anybody to decipher personal information. The information, Mukiza says, will not be shared with the tax authorities to become a basis for assessing taxes on some individuals. He made the revelation during a consultation meeting between over 500 religious leaders and the Uganda Bureau of Statistics about the upcoming national census, which is set to start on 9th next month. The Deputy Resident City Commissioner in charge of Kimanya, Kabonera Municipality in Masaka City, Ahmed Katerega Musazi, has halted collection of unreceipted fees from traditional healers operating in Masaka City. According to Musazi, currently there is no recognized tax levied on traditional healers, and collecting the money is simply defrauding them. Musazi made the remarks while meeting traditional healers in Masaka City yesterday. He says that Masaka City authorities had come up with a tax on the shrines in the region, but a security committee, which he chairs, suspended it. This came after Salongo Kayinga Igundu, the chairperson of traditional healers in Masaka sub-region, complained that some people from Masaka City were fleecing them on their money. In 2017, authorities in Mubende Municipality in Mubende District had proposed a new tax on traditional healers in the area who advertised on various radio stations. Traditional healers dealing in providing herbal medicine We are supposed to pay 30,000 shillings as tax every year, while those who own shrines were to pay 100,000 shillings. But some councillors rejected the proposal, saying traditional healers are doing a noble duty of treating poor Ugandans who cannot afford conventional medicine in private clinics in the rural communities, and the tax would prompt them to overcharge their clients. For many years, various leaders have called for regulation of activities of traditional healers, accusing many of duping their gullible clients.
You are still listening to Kdr News Broadcast. This is the news on the international scene.
On the international scene, a South African court is set to deliver judgment in Lagos standoff between the ruling African National Congress ANC and the newly formed Umkhonto weSizwe MK Party, which is backed by former President Jacob Zuma. The ANC accuses MK Party of violating the country's trademark laws by using the name and logo similar to that of the governing party's disbanded military wing Umkhonto weSizwe. The ruling party believes the use of the name by the new party would lead to voter confusion in the upcoming May polls. But the MK Party denies the accusations and wants the matter to be settled by the Electoral Commission. The judgment, expected to be delivered today by a court in Durban, will have legal implications for the MK Party's legal use of the name and logo. Zuma, 81, is campaigning against the ANC in the elections. As I wind up the news, a look up at the top stories. Museveni names Dr. Rosemary Byanyima Mulago Hospital boss. Locals want place of Mwanga Kabalega capture given historical value. Population census all enumerators to undertake oath of secrecy, says UBOS. And South Africa court to roll in ANC MK Party logo standoff case. It is 7 minutes past 1 p.m. and that was the news in English, read to you by ASABA, PRISCILLA. Stay tuned and have a good lunch.
From all over the world, local, regional, national and international, Kdr FM brings you all the stories. Kdr FM News, world's proudly sponsored by MTN.